Hello everyone and welcome to a short explanation video on how to automate Create's mechanical crafters. It's a very simple process. Every mechanical crafter has an input and an output. The output goes in whichever direction this arrow goes. So if you want to output it to an object after it's finished crafting, you'll want to have all the arrows leading to one block or to one crafter, and then that one crafter needs to be next to a depot. This depot can then be hooked up with pipes or whatever to a chest. On the back end, it'll look a bit more like this. You will have the items you will need for your crafting recipe, and if you're only using Create, I'd recommend mechanical arms. These are quite easy to use. You just shift right click on the depot with the item, and then right click twice on the blocks you want to have it deposit into. Orange/yellow is where it will put the items into, blue is where it will take the items from. So if we hook up these mechanical arms, you will see that now the items will be placed into there. That is now a slight error because the timing is wrong. The timing should be fixed now. Yes. As you can see, the items get placed into the slots here. From the back you can see the little animation from the mechanical arm. And then what you'll want to do is hook up a little clock sort of mechanism. It'll have to be a lot bigger than this usually. But what I'd recommend using if you've got other mods installed is something like a timer from RF Tools utility. For this, I've set it to 160, which seems to be working quite well. You'll also have to mess around with the timing speed of the electric motors or whatever engine or whatever motors you're using just to have it line up a bit more. So as you can see, we are now automatically generating diamond swords. Again, input. Any side of the block can accept inputs, and then make sure there's a redstone pole set to an approximate time so that it gets activated as soon as the recipe is in. There is probably some way of detecting when the recipe is full. The great thing about mechanical crafters is they also accept inputs from other mods. For example, item pipes. Or even redstone furnaces, for example. Let's turn this on. This will now smelt some iron. And you will see it deploys below. In practice, in a challenge pack like Stone Block 3, this could look something like this. So what I'm doing here is on-demand neutronium compressors. I have the recipe pattern set up in chests behind the mechanical crafter. And basically a bunch of pipes going in such a way that none of them conflict with each other. So we've got redstone production out of energy condensers. We've got neutronium production out of neutron collectors. All of this just going into the chests behind the mechanical crafter. The chests sort of acting as a crafting recipe, so to speak. And then whenever I press a button, I personally prefer it on a button, but if there's something you need repeated, then do it on a timer. But if you just need it to autofill so that you can, whenever you need it, just press a button and just use a button. And as you'll see now, as soon as the neutronium condenser is put on the depot, the rest automatically refills. This is what you will probably be doing for stuff like the ultimate stews. Anything to do with ultimate ingots, you will almost certainly be using an automated mechanical crafter because extreme crafting, I don't know and don't think there is a way of automating it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like. I wouldn't necessarily subscribe, I don't do much Minecraft stuff. Other than that, have a nice day. Any questions, leave them down below. I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability, but I'm not a Create expert. This is more just a simple tutorial.